everyone, it's Milky Cat here and welcome back to my channel. I just want to start this video out by saying this video is for educational purposes only. I'm just here to provide context on niche areas of the internet that everybody might not know about. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing somebody that is along the lines of Vamp Daddy Evil, who I made a video about a few days ago. This guy is allegedly a groomer. There have been multiple girls online coming out and saying that he groomed them when they were under the age of 18. And he also dated Ray, which if you don't know who Ray is, just look her name up on Twitter or something. I'm really not trying to spend any more time talking about her. But the screenshots of him talking to Ray date back to 2024, which at that time Ray would have been a minor, so that definitely checks out. The person that I've been talking about for the past minute is somebody that goes by the name of Dagger, spelled with a W instead of an E. He has 20k followers on TikTok, but he doesn't really have many posts because he's deleted them. But I do have some screenshots from Twitter of what his account did look like. Some of his posts had over 400k views, and then one had 3 million views, so obviously he was quite popular. Allegedly, Dagger is 27 years old and has groomed victims from the ages of 12 to 16. Allegedly, he preys on people between the ages of 13 and 17, and mainly coerces them into having phone intercourse with him as well as sending pictures, and allegedly he uses this as blackmail to keep the victims talking to him. He's allegedly 27 and has no job and lives with his adopted parents still. And before I continue, I just want to say what he's doing is absolutely disgusting. Being 27 years old and putting the pressure of blackmail onto a child's shoulders is foul and you belong in a jail cell. He also allegedly inappropriately touched a 15-year-old girl when he was around the age of 18. He's reported to have groomed over 50 minors online ranging from the ages of 12 to 17. In this screenshot, the victim is saying that she met him when she was 12, turning 13 years old. And he also preys on vulnerable women like little girls who are on ED Twitter and SH Twitter because he knows he can get them to do stuff easily. He also used to extort young girls as well to cut his username one time, which if you don't know what that means, it's basically getting somebody to literally cut his username into their skin. This is honestly just so disgusting and sick. People like this honestly need to get thrown inside of a box and get sent down a river somewhere, because there's no way I'm living and breathing on the same earth as people like this. Also, allegedly this guy is into age play, which honestly it isn't even age play at this point, it's just pedophilia because you're talking to nobody but girls under the age of 18. There's also screenshots of him talking to Ray. He was a minor at the time and he was referring to himself as Dada.
He also was talking crap about Daggwr and Vamp Daddy Evil on his TikTok, which is hypocritical being as though he dated Ray when she was a minor. When I commented under his account using my friend's account, calling him out, he blocked me. I'm assuming he is jealous of Vamp Daddy Evil, getting attention from Ray, because allegedly Ray made Vamp Daddy Evil block Dagger on Instagram. And there are screenshots of Ray and Vamp Daddy Evil on a Discord call together.
Honestly, this is just so gross. Like, I can't even put into words how frustrating it is to have guys like this on the internet messing with little teenage girls who are still developing just because of your personal benefit or your personal pleasure. Things like this can affect young girls in the long run. And I've said it before and I'll say it again because I have no problem sharing my story, because I know that there are probably girls out there who are going through a similar situation, and I'm not really ashamed to say it. I was a victim of grooming when I was younger. I did a lot of effed up sexual things when I was under the age of 18 for older men because I wanted attention and because I had lots of grown ass men in my life telling me that it was okay and giving me compliments and giving me money, and I just got so used to it that I believed it was okay, and I hadn't stopped doing this up until like last year, honestly. And every day I have to carry the weight of my past on my shoulders because these grown ass men were online enabling me and getting me to do all these things that I had no business doing at the age I was, and it had a lot of mental effects on me. So if anybody ever says, oh, online grooming doesn't matter, it's online, it won't affect you in the long run, it most definitely will. No developing person needs somebody who is grown as hell getting them to do sexual things or blackmailing them or whatever it is. This is why people like Dagger need to be thrown in jail, and Vamp Daddy Evil too. These are the type of guys who sexualize the movie Lolita, which Vamp Daddy Evil has most definitely done because I saw a repost of his, and he was romanticizing that movie. And if you don't know what the movie Lolita is about, it's basically about an old man who falls in love with his adolescent daughter. And a lot of men like this sexualize this movie up and down and try to defend it. It's gross. It's disgusting. I don't care if you try to call it age play. I don't care. You belong in jail. Moving back to the screenshots, he also allegedly sent D-pics to a minor. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, you just need to be sent to a different planet. You don't need to be on the same earth as kids. I just can't stand these type of guys who lurk on corners of the internet looking for vulnerable girls, vulnerable teenage girls at that, to just take advantage of. Like, genuinely, what is wrong with you? You're 27 years old. Please work on moving out of your parents' house and stop grooming girls online. I don't understand how, like, he hasn't been arrested for any of this. I don't understand why police don't take online crimes like this seriously. And it isn't even solely online. He literally touched a 15-year-old girl while he was 18. And the fact that he still has a TikTok following, or like a TikTok in general, baffles me. Because I've seen people get banned for literally cussing. But a predator can still have a platform with over 20k followers. Make it make sense. In the screenshot where he was talking to Ray, he literally called her his underage doll, and then said a lot of disgusting things only to say an adult is talking. Okay, so you're aware of the fact that you're an adult talking to an underage girl and you just don't care. You proceed to try and pressure her to call with you even after she said that she was tired and wanted to sleep. I honestly feel bad for Ray because God knows how many men she's talked to that were above the age of 18. I just feel like she thinks this sort of thing is okay because it's been happening to her for such a long time, but I don't want to be that person to make accusations about somebody, but as a victim of grooming myself, I feel like that's what's going on. Also, according from the plethora of screenshots that I've seen about her.
I also have some screenshots of a victim from Twitter saying he dated her when she was 15. In this screenshot, you can see him referring to himself as again. In conclusion, he is a sick weirdo who needs to be behind bars instead of grooming underage girls online. There is no reason for a man this old to be talking to girls under the age of 18, period. Also, a few updates about Vamp Daddy Evil and Ray. Allegedly, they are talking, as I showed in the screenshot of them on a Discord call earlier in the video. I just think it's very gross how he is in contact with Ray, being as though he had been lusting after her ever since she was a minor, and reposts videos romanticizing girls wanting to be groomed, whilst also being a predator himself. I forgot to film an outro for this video. So if you enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe if you would like. Also, if you have any video ideas, feel free to comment them. I always run out of video ideas, so that helps a lot.